My dad's girlfriend wants me gone, and he believes her over me. Hey everyone, I need some serious advice. I'm 16F, and my dad's new girlfriend is making my life miserable, and he doesn't believe me. A bit of background: my mom passed away 3 years ago, and it's been just me and my dad since then. We've always been super close, and I've tried my best to help him through his grief. A few months ago, my dad told me he was dating someone new. I was happy for him because he's been so lonely, but I was also nervous about how it would change things between us. I met his girlfriend, and from the start, I got bad vibes. She seemed nice enough to my dad, but she barely acknowledged me. At first, I thought maybe she was just shy or something, but things quickly got worse. Every little thing I did seemed to annoy her. She'd make snide comments about how I dressed, the music I listened to, and even how I talked. Whenever my dad was around, she acted sweet, but the moment he was out of earshot, she turned into a different person. I tried talking to my dad about it, but he brushed it off, saying I needed to give her a chance. He told me she was just trying to fit in and that I should be more understanding. I could tell he was getting annoyed with me. Then came the straw that broke the camel's back. We have this tradition where we watch my mom's favorite movie on her birthday. It's a way for us to remember her and feel connected. This year, his girlfriend decided we should do something different. She said the movie was too depressing and that we should start making new traditions. My dad agreed, and I was devastated. I felt like my mom was being erased. I tried to talk to him again, but he got angry and said I was being childish and that things change. One night, I overheard his girlfriend talking to one of her friends on the phone. She was saying how she couldn't stand me and how it would be so much easier if I wasn't around. She even joked about sending me off to boarding school. I felt like I'd been punched in the gut. When I told my dad about what I heard, he exploded. He accused me of making it up and trying to sabotage his relationship. He said I was selfish and that I wanted him to be miserable forever. I was shocked. He didn't believe a word I said. I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm losing my dad in my home. I've thought about asking my grandparents if I can stay with them, but I'm scared my dad will think I'm abandoning him. What should I do? How do I get my dad to see what's really going on? Am I wrong for wanting to leave? Update 1. Hey everyone, I'm back with an update and things have only gotten worse. After my last post, I decided to try talking to my dad one more time. I thought maybe if I approached it differently, he might actually listen. I told him how much I miss mom and how her traditions mean a lot to me. I tried to explain that I feel like I'm losing him too, but he just got angry again. He told me I was being dramatic and needed to accept that things were changing. His girlfriend, of course, was eavesdropping. She walked in and started crying, saying that she was trying so hard to be part of our family and that I was making it impossible. My dad turned on me, saying that I was being cruel and selfish. He said if I couldn't accept her, then maybe I should go live with my grandparents for a while to think about my behavior. I couldn't believe it. He was actually threatening to send me away. I felt completely betrayed. That night, I overheard them talking again. His girlfriend was saying how she didn't know how much longer she could stay if I was going to be this hostile. She even suggested that maybe it would be best if I moved out permanently. My dad didn't disagree. He said he needed to think about what was best for everyone. I'm heartbroken. I never thought my dad would choose someone else over me, especially someone who clearly wants me gone. I've been texting my grandparents, and they said I can come stay with them anytime. I'm seriously considering it, but I'm scared of what it means for my relationship with my dad. What should I do? Should I go to my grandparents? How do I handle this without losing my dad forever? Update 2. Hey everyone, I have another update, and it's not looking good. So after my last post, I decided to stay with my grandparents for a few days to clear my head. They were super supportive and understood why I needed some space. It was nice to be around people who believed me and actually cared about how I was feeling. While I was there, I tried to keep in touch with my dad, but it was like talking to a wall. He kept saying that I needed to grow up and accept change. Every conversation felt more strained than the last. Then, things took a turn for the worse. I came back home to find that my room had been completely rearranged. My personal stuff had been moved or thrown out, and it looked like his girlfriend had taken over parts of it for her own use. It felt like a complete violation of my space and privacy. I was furious and confronted them about it. His girlfriend played the victim again, saying she was just trying to make the house more comfortable for everyone. My dad sided with her, saying I was overreacting and that it was just stuff. He said I needed to start showing more respect to her if I wanted to stay under his roof. That night, I overheard another conversation between them. She was saying how it would be best for everyone if I went to boarding school. She argued that I needed discipline and that being away would help me mature. My dad actually seemed to consider it. I felt like my world was falling apart. I called my grandparents, crying, and they told me to pack my things and come stay with them indefinitely. They said they'd help me figure out the next steps. So, I did just that. I packed my bags and left. My dad didn't even try to stop me. He just stood there, looking disappointed. Now, I'm at my grandparents' house, trying to figure out what to do next. I feel lost and betrayed. I never thought my dad would choose his girlfriend over me, but here we are. I'm starting to think about the long term. Should I consider boarding school just to get away from the situation? How do I move forward from this? Any advice on dealing with this kind of family drama would be appreciated. Update 3. Hey everyone, I'm back with another update. This one's been tough to write. Since moving in with my grandparents, I've been trying to adjust to my new normal. They've been amazing and supportive, but I still miss my dad a lot. It feels like there's this huge hole in my life. A few days ago, I got a call from my dad. He said he wanted to talk and maybe try to work things out. I was hopeful that maybe he finally saw what was really going on. So, I went over to the house to meet him. When I got there, his girlfriend was there too, and things went south quickly. She started off by saying that she was sorry if I felt unwelcome, but that I needed to understand that she was part of my dad's life now and that I had to adapt. My dad nodded along with everything she said. It felt like an ambush. Then, she brought up boarding school again. She said it would be a great opportunity for me to focus on my studies and grow as a person. My dad chimed in, saying he thought it would be a good idea too. I was completely blindsided. I thought he wanted to mend things, but it was clear they just wanted to get rid of me. I told them that I didn't want to go to boarding school and that I just wanted to come home and have things go back to the way they were. My dad said that wasn't possible, that things had changed, and I needed to accept it. He said if I didn't want to go to boarding school, I could stay with my grandparents, but coming back home wasn't an option unless I was willing to respect his girlfriend. I felt so betrayed. It's like I was being forced to choose between my dad and my own well-being. I left the house feeling more alone than ever. Since then, my grandparents have been helping me look into different schools and options. They've been my rock through all of this. I've decided to enroll in a nearby high school for the upcoming semester. It's not boarding school, but it's a fresh start. I'm trying to focus on the positives and move forward, but it's hard not to feel bitter. I don't know if my relationship with my dad will ever be the same. I just hope that one day he'll see things for what they are. Thanks for all the support and advice you've given me so far. I really appreciate it. If you have any more advice on how to cope with this situation, I'd love to hear it. Final update. Hey everyone, this will be my last update. A lot has happened, and I wanted to share how things have settled. After my last post, I officially enrolled in the new high school near my grandparents' place. It's been a big adjustment, but the people here are really nice. I've made a few friends and joined a couple of clubs to keep myself busy. It's been good to have something positive to focus on. My relationship with my dad remains strained. We've had a few phone calls since our last confrontation, but they've been mostly superficial. He always seems to have his girlfriend around when we talk, and I can tell he's still siding with her. It hurts, but I'm starting to accept that I can't change his mind. My grandparents have been amazing through all of this. They've made me feel safe and supported, and I'm so grateful to have them in my life. They've been helping me see a therapist to work through everything, which has been really helpful. I'm learning to process my feelings and find healthier ways to cope with the situation. I've decided to focus on my future and make the best out of my current situation. I'm putting my energy into my studies and extracurriculars, and I'm planning to apply to colleges next year. My grandparents are encouraging me every step of the way, and I'm hopeful about what's to come. As for my dad, I've decided to give him space. I'm not cutting him out of my life completely, but I'm also not going to keep chasing a relationship that feels one-sided. Maybe with time, things will change. But for now, I need to prioritize my own well-being. Thank you all for your advice and support throughout this journey. It's been incredibly comforting to know that I'm not alone and that so many of you care. I'm going to keep moving forward and make the best out of what life throws at me. Take care, everyone. Like and subscribe for more stories.